Ife also said that all the kinsmen in Oma community, he will give them 1 cap each. And they also said that all the red cap chiefs, as you are now, he will give each of you 1 goat and some tubers of yam.
What do you mean? Chief Omeni said he's going to sponsor our inquest burial in totality.
Many for a boy, if you will, yeah, all the Bamba,
I think I come and make a like here. Come and make a like here.
Oh, yeah, didn't know the Opia. But I can't do well with everybody. Everyone I got. What about the money we contributed? That is money our people contributed for the burial. Big money. What do we do with it?
Why are you asking? We will put that one in the community course.
In the course?
Yes.
I was very busy when somebody told me that you sent for me. Sorry, I came this night.
Achuban, no. Is Okezie?
Okezie is fine. He's resting in the house. You know, Mbari, this and that. That burial. Chief Omeni.
Thank God for a successful conclusion of the burial of our traditional ruler. I thank God everything went well.
Aye. Chief Omeni, that is I thank God you were there and saw what happened. People drank and ate, they drank and ate, they drank and ate until they got tired. Some even drank themselves to stupor. I know you must have spent a lot of money. Thank you so much.
The reason I sent for you is to tell you how much I spent. You know, just that, and for us to put heads together.
I don't need anybody to tell me that you spent a lot of money. Your time. Thank you so much.
Well, from the calculation I have, mental calculation, I spent 70,900,000.
70,900,000. That's a big money. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's a big money.
Chief. Chief
it's a big money. Well, Ochuba, I want us to discuss on the way forward. How you people are going to pay me back. Because it's an investment I made and I'm hoping to recoup my investment.
Pay you back? I don't understand.
How do you mean you don't understand? When I spend such a whooping sum of money, you think, you take me, what do you take me for? Father Christmas or what? No. It's I'm a businessman. This is an investment. I invested my money and I'm hoping to recoup from it. You don't need to be saying this. What I expect you to say now is how the formula, the way you people pay me back.
Business. So, the burial of our late Igwe, Linus Obiozo, is not business. Yeah? Wait, Chief Omeni. Wait. Wait, I can remember vividly when you called Prince Okeze and I to your house and told us that we are going to sponsor our late Igwe's burial. You did not tell us that we will pay you back the money. So why now?
You see, this is the problem I have with you poor people. You think so poor. How do you expect me, as an idiot or what, to invest such amount of money in just ordinary burial without getting my money back? You shouldn't be saying this. What you should say now is, how do we pay? Is it this way or the other way around? That's what I expect you to say.
I have to pay you back. Okay, how do you want it?
Good, now you are talking. Well, the money I spend is 17,900,000. You pay it back to me cash. Or let me give you people a soft landing. You surrender the throne of Umualoma Kingdom to me, and I'll still give you 30 million. Just for you to go and take care of yourself.
Chief Omenif. Italako koke zegede. Emuma. Nse me italako koke zegede. You realize what you just said now? Eh? You realize what you just said now?
I do.
That is it that will pay you back the 17,900,000 naira you spent on our late West burial, or we surrender the throne to you, the throne of Obioso family, the throne of Umualoma Kingdom, inherited by Obioso family since our forefathers. Do you know what you said now? What you just said now is abomination.
If it is an abomination, good, fine and good. Then be prepared for war.
Umualoma Kingdom, you should prepare for war. Chief Omenife, that Obioso family and the Umualoma Kingdom should prepare for war because you sponsored our late Igwe's burial. Odema, so bad there, no problem. I will go home and tell Prince Okeze so that both of us will come back to your house and you say this thing you just vomited now in his presence.
You better tell him.
We should surrender the throne of Umualoma to you.
Oh, yes.
The throne inherited by Obioso family from our forefathers.
Chief Omenife, I don't know, and the entire elders sent for you. We had wanted to come to your house to thank you for our Igwe's burial, which you single-handedly sponsored. But before then, we heard that you asked Prince Okeze here to pay you back the money you donated to the community, or that he will hand over the throne to you as a payback to the free will donation you made to the entire community. I could not believe it. So also the elders. That is the reason why we call you. To come and tell us your own part of the story.
Oh, wait, you're very, very correct. Absolutely correct. I'm not a Father Christmas, yeah? Do I look like one? Yeah. Every day is up to the time, man. What you have is correct, absolutely correct. Is anything wrong with what I just said?
Meaning that what we had is true.
Meaning that, listen, if Okeze here,
Okay, no come look mama. No me look mama. Not talk about any
sorry, my dear. If you ask me about the throne of Umualoma Kingdom, all of you will be fine. You'll be happy, you'll smile. Because what I'm going to do to this kingdom is better imagined. I will turn everywhere around. Yes, I'm going to build roads, tight. I'm going to build recreational centers. I'll build schools, you know. I will attract police presence. I will have police station. Yeah. I'm going to build prison.
Prison!
For correctional, you know.
Hey.
Excuse me. Hello? Tally, my man. Okay, I'll get back to you, please. I'm in a meeting. Thank you. So, what am I saying? That I am going to improve the lot of this kingdom. Just allow me. Give me time to express myself. Honestly, give me time.
My elders, you've heard the chief of many.
Yes.
Do you have anything to say or ask him?
Yes. Chief Omenife, I want to thank you specially for single-handedly sponsoring the burial of our late Igwe. But I have a question for you. I remember very well that you are still the richest man for the past 10 years in this kingdom.
Yes, I am still the richest.
Please, can you tell us one person that you have helped in this kingdom to become somebody?
Bam.
Or let me not bother you much. Can you show us one or two things you have done for this kingdom for that past 10 years?
Oh.
Okay, let me not go far. Let's come back to your family. I know that your uncle's children are the nuisance who have in this kingdom. Have you been able to help one of them to become somebody?
Oh.
Tell us.
Very good question. Answer him.
Zaya.
Answer him, Omenife.
My fellow elders, I saw this coming. And I want Prince Okeze here. But he would not listen. Just look at where the whole thing has landed us. But Ola NNEBE Banya now. Chief Omenife, listen and listen carefully. Nobody is paying you back anything. The throne is not your own. It belongs to Prince Okeze and family. And that is all.
You people just had his call. That means he is importing water he's going to use to flog all of us
everybody.
here. Then I import it.
Ezemo, you are welcome. You are welcome.
Elders of our land, I greet you all. Concerning the kingship of this land, it is hereditary. No one dreams of shifting it, tampering with it. Else, it will mean interrupting the natural process of the gods. Anyone that tries will live to regret the day he was born. Chief Omenife, be warned. Chief Omenife, be warned.
We found ourselves in this dungeon just because of money. Yeah, girl.
My husband, what is it? Why are you doing outside at this time of the night? Pacing around. Is everything okay?
There is trouble. There is serious trouble. Yes.
Is it about Chief Oyede's request to pay him or give him the throne?
Yes.
I think the elders asked him to forget about it.
They did, but he insists. Even the chief priest told him that what he's asking for is impossible. That if he continues, he will live to regret it.
My husband, that shouldn't bother you. Since the chief priest and the elders of this kingdom have talked to him about it, I believe he will not go on with the demand again.
I don't think so. Because his last words before leaving the meeting today wasn't pleasant. By the way, where's my son Omekandaya?
He's inside.
Please get him for me.
Why? Is there any problem?
No problem at all. I just want to talk to my son.
Just because of money, yeah girl. If I could find myself in this dungeon because of money, if I could I must rule this kingdom by force. Maka contact connection yafu
Omekandaya, my son. How are you? Omekandaya, you will grow to be a great man. And I, your father, will never forget you forever. Oh, it's taking it's cold outside.
Akade buchioma, akade buchioma, akade buchioma, akade buchioma.
Who did I offend? Who? Who did I offend? Who did I offend? Who did I offend? What have I done to that person? I am finished. I am finished. I am finished. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I did not see my son. I have searched everywhere in this compound. I didn't see my son, Omekandaya. Who could have taken my son away from me? Let it not be that my son has been kidnapped.
Oh no. Our princess, please calm down. Nobody has kidnapped our prince, the way to be. Meanwhile, I have sent out the youth to go in search of him. And I know they will find him. You know, children of nowadays, he might have gone out to play with other children. So please calm down.
Which friend? A boy of 2 years. What does he know? And where does he know he can go to? Barely 8 days I lost my husband, now my son!
Listen, princess, you see, like she said, he might have gone out to play with other children. Nothing will happen to him, that I'm sure of. Relax.
Please, relax yourself. You know you are double. Please.
Calm down.
Please.
What's happening in this family? Who is doing this into this family? Because of our land. Let it not be that something has happened to this boy Omekandaya. Our future is going to be. Let it not be that something has happened to him.
God forbid, nothing will happen to my son.
Hey.
Sister, just
Nothing
calm
will
down.
happen to my
Nothing will
son.
happen to you. Just calm down, okay? Just calm down. Enough. It's not good for your condition. Just calm down.
Wait. Calm down. Wait.
How did you go?
My elders, we searched everywhere in the bush. And we saw this knife and this singlet stained with blood. And even the spot where we saw it, there's a lot of blood there. So we decided to bring it back.
This is my son's coat. Where did you get this, and where is my son?
Omekanya is dead, though. Another person.
Princess, wake up!
Another person. Dead.
Bring water!
You know, friends of family.
Hurry up! Get water, go and get water.
Auntie Hilma, so you mean to say that my father and the Igwe asked you to return the money my father spent on your late husband's burial before you can actually claim those properties?
Yes, and Igwe supported him. Hi.
Oh my God.
So, why is your father doing this to us? Why? Has my poor mother done to him? Now that he has taken everything, how does he expect us to feed? Where does he expect us to get what to eat? No land, no palm trees, not even oranges or mangoes, nothing. He took everything that belonged to my late father. Why is he doing this to us? Why? Why is he doing this?
If the Igwe can reach this kind of jungle justice, then I really wonder the kind of Igwe he is. But not to worry. Something has to be done about this. Yes.
What? Excuse me. Where are you going to? Rita!
She was born a weapon to a boy on the I put a show, I put the Roger. What you put on your jaw.
See, I just came here to warn you. I came here to warn you to leave Auntie Hioma and Uju alone. Papa, avoid them, oh. Is it too much to ask? Leave those people alone. Avoid their properties and lands. Leave them alone. Hey!
Bianita, are you mad?
Yeah.
Eh? So you have grown so much that you can stand before the Igwe and begin to run your mouth. Are you no longer afraid? Is your baby?
Young girl, listen. You are so lucky. I allowed you because I'm in a good mood. And besides, your father is a very good friend of mine. Else, you would have seen the best of me.
Okay, now. Not a problem. Papa, continue to drink your wine. Drink as much as you want to drink. I have passed my message. The message is that you should leave them alone. Papa, leave them alone in peace. With due respect, Mr. Igwe, you did not come here to talk. I only came here to talk to my father. Besides, we all know how you became the Igwe, sir. Hey! But that's a story for another day. Mpa! Leave them alone. Avoid them. Leave them alone. That is the message. Oh?
Look at this girl.
Father. Who was that girl then? Why was she talking to you like that?
Never mind.
You mean a commoner would walk into this palace, talk to you anyhow and walk away just like that?
Don't worry, I allowed her because of her father, who is my friend. So don't bother.
Just like that?
What is all this? All of this doctor's number is going through.
What do we do? Try another of his number, please.
I have tried all his numbers and it's not going.
Try another hospital, please. My daughter is dying.
My queen, there's this boy that I heard open a new chemist shop in the village, and he's really doing well.
Take one of the guards, go to the boy, tell him I want to see him here.
Okay.
And let him come with as many drugs as possible.
Okay.
Please, go.
Son.
Papa, you are awake?
Yes, my son.
Good morning, I hope you slept well.
Yes, I did. Morning. I hope you are good too.
Yes, I was trying to wash my face.
Okay. But please, come. Get a chair. I want us to sit down and talk about something.
No, Papa, it's okay, I can.
You sure you will stand?
Yes, I can. It's okay.
Son?
Papa?
I don't like the way you come back late at night due to your business, the nature of your business. I don't think it's safe. See, I would rather you rented a house in that community so that whenever you close late, you just go there and have a good rest. It's not nice coming like this and then if you had money, you just buy, what do you call it, a motorbike. Buy a machine so that you can increase the pace of your, your return. Please. I don't think I'm comfortable with you coming this late.
Your idea is quite good, but I'd rather go to the shop from the house. However, I'll try to get to motorcycle to ease my movement.
Yes.
Better still, I can still pass the night in my shop once I realize it is late to come back home.
Are you sure your shop is safe?
Oh yes, Papa, it's very safe and secure.
Where is that girl? Where is it? Rita! Rita!
Papa, what is it? Why are you screaming my name?
What did you tell the woman and her daughter?
What did I tell Ihoma and her daughter? Papa, I don't understand. What do you mean?
My friend, are you mad? Is something wrong with you upstairs? Answer Papa's question now, eh? Have you forgotten what you told them?
Inapuala, are you crazy?
Something wrong with you.
Why are you talking to me like that? Ask the question I'm asking. Are you okay?
Why do you talk to me?
Wait. It's okay. I am here. Don't worry. Rita.
Papa.
Let me remind you in case you can forget. Why did he tell you and her mother that you'll be going to that our land at Uzoru to farm on that land? Why?
Oh, Mpa. That's all? Here. I honestly was thinking that something else is wrong, oh. Papa, so this is it. Why I told them that? Papa, it's very simple. The reason I told them is because they are the real owners of the land. The original and the rightful owners of the land. That's why I told them. What is it? Papa, please. Papa, please, I beg you in God's name. I don't want to shout this night. I don't want our neighbors to hear my voice this night. Please, oh. Please. Papa, don't make me remember how my mother died mysteriously in this house, oh. Papa, because if I flash back, you're going to have it hot with me, oh. Papa, don't make me flash back, oh.
It is obvious that you're mad. Do you hear me? Rita, it is obvious that you're mad. Now listen to me. If you don't take time in this house, I will deal with you.
Papa, see, let me tell you. Listen and listen carefully. Rita, I am going to that land with them tomorrow and nothing can happen. Papa, regardless of whatever jungle justice you and that stupid Igwe must have reached on this matter, Papa, I am going with them. If you like, bring heaven down. If you like, put your head on the ground and put your 2 legs up. Papa, nothing can happen. Papa, you cannot do anything. You cannot stop me. Except, Papa, Chai. Papa, see, do your worst. Do your worst.
I should do my worst. Rita, you said I should do my worst.
You heard me, oh.
Hi. Papa, can you imagine this girl? Look at the way she talked to you and walked out on you, Papa. This girl don't have any respect for you. I don't blame her. No, I don't blame her. It's Ihoma and Uju that I blame. Papa, allow me to deal with these people now. Papa, allow me to deal with No, now. Papa, I cannot be quiet and allow this rubbish to happen.
My son, don't worry. I will handle it. It's already late. Don't worry.
Papa, allow me. Just allow me.
Come back. I said, don't worry. I will handle it. I will handle it. Don't worry. Just go inside. Go inside. Don't worry.
Oh, my God.
Don't worry.
See you one nobody. Now you got you baby.
Uju! Where are those fools? Those fools that have refused to allow for do mother keep up with this number. Come outside of it. What kind of rubbish is this now? Can't someone have peace in his own house? You people should come outside. Let's settle this thing once and for all. What kind of rubbish is this one now? Can't someone have peace in his own house again? Uju! I know you people are inside that house and you can hear me. Come outside. I am here. Polycarp is here. Adebomeba. Oh, you want to come outside, Okwaya? Chimo! Jesus! Papa! Hey! Papa! Hey! Somebody help! Help! Papa, my leg is not...
Polycarp, what have you come here to do this early morning? I told you to leave this matter, that I will handle it. What I have come here to do?
What happened?
I don't know, my leg is not moving.
What is happening here?
Papa! So this is what you meant by you will handle it.
Will you shut up?
Hey! Chimo!
Shut up!
Ochoba, what is happening here?
You're asking me. You're asking me. So you and your daughter have succeeded with your plans. You want to kill my son for me?
Uncle, what plans are you talking about?
Look at your plan. You want to kill my son for me?
Hey!
Look at it. Look at my son lying down here and you're asking me what plan. You want to kill him. You and your mother.
Papa!
What is it?
Let me ask you a question. What were you doing in this compound in the middle of the night? Hey. Papa, answer me. Papa, answer me. I mean, what were you doing here? Last night after we had that problem, what did you come to this compound to do, Papa? Oh, Papa, you suddenly cannot speak anymore, right? They have cut off your tongue up here. Hey! Papa! That sweet soup that you prepared for Auntie Ihoma and Uju. Hey! Your son has eaten it. Hey! Congratulations!
Uju!
Hey!
Are you my enemies accusing me of being responsible for what happened to my son?
No, how can I, Papa? I'm not accusing you of anything. I am not. Wow!
And where are you going? Where are you going? You have achieved your plan. You have achieved your plan.
Papa, you see your son Polycarp? Your son is ruined. Ruined for life. Because it's a stroke. Hey, Papa, stroke is incurable. It's an incurable disease. Congratulations, Papa. Hey!
Come and help me. Let's carry him to the house. Hey! Come and help me. Let's carry him to the house.
Me?
Come and do what? You have more important things to do. Hey, enjoy! Congratulations!
Sister, come and help me now. What is that?
Everyone with his or her destiny, and I got no. But some people,
Mama, what is it? I don't know. Hey, I don't know.
Hey, my body is hot. Mama, your body is very hot, oh.
My body
hey, I'm sure this is malaria with headache and high fever. Hey, God, what do? I don't know if there's money in this house, so... Mama, let me check if there's money inside there.
Oh, wait. I'm coming, Mama. Hey. Hey, Mama, I've seen money. Let me rush and mix drugs for you. I'm coming. Oh, please just wait. I'm coming.
Life is a journey. Everyone with his or her destiny, and I got no. But some people, extreme wicked. They got the money, changman, and we're put to my boy. She was born, and we're put to her.
Young lady, watch the road now. Where are you going?
I'm going to the chemist. My mother is sick, she's dying.
Come, you said what?
I'm going to the chemist, my mother is sick, she's dying.
Wait, you want to buy drugs?
Yes, I want to buy drugs. I'm going to the chemist.
I own a chemist. Yeah. Where's your mother?
She's at home.
What's wrong with her?
I don't know. She's having fever. I think her eyes were turning before I left.
Come, let's go. I have a chemist, come.
Thank you.
You say you don't know what's wrong with her?
I don't know.
How long has it started?
Mama, I am back. I came back with enough drugs, eh? You'll be fine. Let me get water for you. Oh, I'm coming, oh.
She was born.
Mama, how are you feeling today? I'm sure you're better.
I'm getting better.
You're getting better.
At least today is far better than yesterday.
You're welcome.
My son.
Mama.
I am very, very happy.
Child.
How can I pay you back? My daughter here told me.
Mama, this is not the time to talk about that. Huh? I actually came to give you an injection. So let's go inside so I can quickly do that. You didn't tell her.
Hey.
Let's go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Would you please carry me? Carry her. I know she's not very strong.
Carry me?
We'll help you inside.
At least you can see my leg is very strong.
When I give you this one, you fully recover.
Thank you. Hey, can I go?
Princess, for some hours you disappeared from this palace without telling anyone where you went. Not even me nor your father. Where did you go?
Mom, I went to see Obinna.
Obinna. And who is this Obinna?
The chemist boy who saved my life.
Oh my word. You're sick and you didn't tell me?
No, Mom. I am not sick. I just went to see him.
Do you have to do that?
Mom, he is my friend. And I don't see anything wrong in visiting a friend.
And what sort of stupid friendship is that? Haven't you thanked him enough? Or do you still want to thank him in a special way? Have I not warned you never to be seen around that boy? That loafer. The last time he was here, I asked you, you told me there is nothing between you. And now look at this. Now listen, young lady. Next time I heard you were seen around that boy, you see the other side of me. Now get out of my sight. Woman, warn your daughter. Warn her.
She's also your daughter.
She dare not dare me.
My king, take it easy. Your blood runs in her. Easy.
Sir. No, sir. No. You're taking the drugs 3 times daily. Morning, afternoon, and night. After meal. Yes, sir. Okay. Sir, make sure you take plenty of water. Okay, thank you very much. I'm sorry. One of my patients.
It's okay.
So, tell me the story. You remember the story you were going to tell me about? The one that made you stay out of school?
I don't know. I don't know where to start.
Just start from anywhere.
Well, according to my mother and every member of the community, my late father was supposed to be the Igwe of this kingdom. But he died. He was said that he went to bed one night and he didn't wake up the next morning. Then, 5 days after his death, my supposed brother went missing. And the people who went to look for him came up with his clothes and a name which confirmed that the people who kidnapped him had killed him. After that, my uncle sold the throne to Chief Omenife. And he didn't stop at that. He took everything from my mother and I. And it was said that my mother was already pregnant at the time my brother got missing. She was pregnant with me. My uncle, he's been so unfair to us. My mother and I, we have suffered. Since then, we've been suffering. My mother and I have been through a lot. I don't want to continue. This is...
negative story. You and your mother must have gone through a lot. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. What class were you when you stopped going to school?
SS2.
SS2. What if I asked you to go back to school? Would you?
I'll be so happy. And I promise I will not disappoint you. I promise I'll pay you. I'll pay you back. But I know that will be too much for you.
Would you? Don't worry. Get ready, you're going back to school. Write down everything you want, everything you need, and I'll give you the money.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
okay.
you so much. My God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
My daughter, I don't really understand you. You mean Obinna said all this?
I'm telling you, I am still finding hard to believe this is
true. Who is this boy? Who sent him to this family? Why is he doing all this? First, he saved my life. Now, he has promised to sponsor your education. Komo, did he tell you anything? Like he wants you to be his girlfriend? Or he wants to marry you? Any of this?
Mama?
At all?
Nothing. He did not say anything like that. Nothing.
Hey!
Although I wouldn't know if maybe he had such in mind and would want to say it later. But as for now, he didn't say anything. Just like that.
Just like that. It's alright. Let's watch and see. What about the list he asked you to write?
Mama, I've written everything in it. Okay. And I will go and give it to him later.
Okay. You better do. It is well. I know that God Almighty, in His infinite mercy, is seeing us. He knows what we are passing through. Yes. God knows the best.
Yes.
And He is doing it for us. So don't worry. Don't worry. It's okay.
Life is a journey, everyone with his or her destiny, and I don't know.
Since you are not comfortable,
Huh? Oh, yes, yes. No, I am not comfortable. I mean, you're royalty. Your father is the king of this kingdom. And if someone sees us together, they will go straight to him. And I don't want any trouble.
Relax. I brought you here.
Exactly my point. Why did you bring me here? What are we doing here?
Okay. I will tell you. Since that day you saved my life, and I invited you to the palace. After our conversation that day, I saw something special. You possess certain qualities that I am attracted to. That's why I want us to get to know each other better. To see what happens.
Huh? To see what happens. What's going to happen? Things like what?
Don't tell me you are so naive that you don't know when someone loves you.
My princess, thank you for loving me. Huh? But if I understood you correctly, what you're trying to say is you want us to get to know each other better. And you want to know if something can happen between us, right?
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry, that's not possible.
Then you are not a man.
No, I am a man. Listen, you're royalty. Your father is the king of this kingdom.
And he is my father.
Allow me land. Your father is the king. I am not in your class. I cannot be around you because I am not royalty. I have to be in your class to be around you, but I am not. Besides, I don't want troubles. I don't want any trouble, please.
I am my father's daughter. And whatever makes me happy, that's exactly what I'm going to do. My father cannot stop me. Nobody can stop me. Anyways, let's change this conversation.
So, how was school today?
School was good. Honestly, I was the happiest person in school today. Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you so much. I don't mean to disturb you. I know that you have tried.
What happened? What's wrong?
The book I told you about.
Oh, the test book. How much is it?
1,800.
Here, there's enough money. You can keep the change after buying the book.
Hey, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let me go and show it to my mother. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
I got you.
Bye bye. Ah, princess. Good evening. I'll be on my way now. Okay, bye bye. I'll cook and bring for you this evening.
No problem.
Okay. Bye bye. Bye bye.
My regards to your mother, huh? Princess, how are you?
What does she always come to do in your shop? Who is she to you?
Uju. Uju is my friend. We're just friends.
Just friends?
Yes.
You just gave her money. You even hugged her right before me. She also said she was going to cook for you. So tell me, what sort of friendship is that?
Princess, please, these questions don't come out right, please.
Oh. Anyways, that's not why I'm here. Sit, I want to talk to you.
Princess, how could you tell your father we are in love? I never accepted your proposal.
I told you it wasn't possible. Because we're not of the same class or status. According to your father, you're better than me because I am not royalty. Listen, I love my little chemist shop where I make money. In fact, where I make little money to take care of myself and my family. And I refuse to allow any woman distract me. And for your information, your father had threatened I stay away from you. Else I'll be faced with the consequences of being banished from this kingdom. And I am not going to let that happen. The Uju you harassed only need my help. I'm only helping her. There's nothing more. You have no right to do that to her. And I don't want that to ever happen again. Please.
You mean my father invited you to the palace and said all that to you?
Yes.
Did you also say Uju is just your friend? Nothing more?
For now, there's nothing. I haven't made up my mind yet.
For now, nothing more. You haven't made up your mind yet. And what does that supposed to mean?
Listen, can we stop this drama? Would you respect Princess? Can we stop the drama?
Now you listen, Obina. I love you. And no girl born of any woman can take you away from me.
Huh?
Not even Uju. As for my father, don't worry. I will take care of him.
Huh? Huh?
Honorable Commissioner, how are you? How's your family? Good. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm fine. Only that, we in the ways we are suffering. We are doing a thankless job. From one case to another, you've been there, sitting all days, settling cases. It's not easy. Oh, yes. Thank you. What of the papers? Are they signed? Wow. That's great. It's signed. Don't worry. Your 20% is guaranteed. 480 million naira. You have your cut. I'm a man of my words, you know that. Trust me. No. I'm not like you politicians. We traditional rulers will keep to our words. Yes. It's okay. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Father!
Daughter, what is the problem?
Father, you are my problem.
How?
Father, how can you invite my love Obina to the palace just to insult him? Father, you even told him he's a low class and a nobody. Father, are you his creator? Do you know what he will become tomorrow? Father, this is so wrong. This is not fair.
I see. So you are fully set for marriage?
Yes.
Considering your age?
Yes, Father. Because I love him. And age does not matter in marriage.
I'll provide you a husband. Yes, I've been keeping this young man for you for a long time. Pending when you are ready. He is from a royal home. Very decent boy. Not that silly chemist boy. They will be coming here next week. Yes, so get ready. We'll marry you before this chemist boy messes up your brain.
What?
What is going on here? Princess, what is it?
Mother, can you imagine Father telling me that he has a husband for me? And that he is coming, the so-called husband is coming next week. As a child, I can't make my own decisions.
Well, maybe your father has reasons for that.
God bless you for speaking the truth. Yes, for standing on the side of truth. You see, I want the best for her. So I have this young man from a royal home that will come. And then Obi, Ejebu Obi, not that silly, rough-looking, homeless chemist boy. No. You see, it's not befitting. I won't take that.
Let me tell both of you. Obina is my future husband. And there's nothing anybody can do about it.
Till then.
Warn your daughter. She is getting me angry.
It's alright, I will do that. Can I make a suggestion?
Go ahead.
To me, why not invite this young man over and speak with him politely to find out if he truly loves our daughter? To my understanding, he might be denying it because of the way you do harass him. And if he does, we can set him up to suit our royal standard to be able to marry our daughter. It's our daughter's happiness we are talking about. The princess of our normal kingdom. What do you say?
Will it not be better you shut your mouth if you have nothing meaningful to say?
Apologies, my king.
Look at what I put myself into. Yes. Look at my son. My only son. The only thing I have in this world. Not that my useless daughter that does not have respect for me. All the money I've been spending to make sure that my son is well is just a waste. Man, I'm pocketless. What do I do? Eh? If this thing continues like this, I will have no other option than to do otherwise. Just look at my son. Look at him. Ah. Shoba.
Papa, I hope you are happy now.
I hope this makes you really happy. Chai! Papa, you are evil. Papa, you're so evil. Your heart is filled with wickedness. I mean, look at your son. Just take a look at him. See what your evil has done to your only son. The only thing you have left in this world. Just take a look at his condition.
No, because of the evil in your heart. Because as for me, I am not even a member of this family. Very soon I'm going to get married and leave this miserable house. This is the condition you would have put Auntie Hioma and Uju. But God has punished you. It has bounced back on your son and you both are suffering. All the monies you're spending on Polika without improvement is the same money you would have used for something reasonable. But because of your evil, this is where you are. No problem. I don't even blame you, Papa. I don't blame you in all of this. I blame Polika because he was constantly supporting your evil deeds. Enjoy. Enjoy this soup that you have cooked.
Thousands, millions,
What's up for my friend?
Hi.
Thank you for the collab. You know it's been long I visited your house, right? My friend, you know Omoaloma and Omoago Kingdom is a little bit far. Though it's not a good reason I should not visit my good friend.
Thank God you know, and you have corrected yourself. So okay, I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
My friend will suffer. There's a big problem. That is why I'm here.
The problem that would have made Ibekwe, my friend, move from Umualaoma to Umuagu in search of me. That problem must be a very big problem.
Your son Obinna is about to make a terrible mistake that everybody will regret.
What did he do?
There is this girl, Uju, from Umualoma, from late Igwe Obiozo's family. I saw both of them standing under the tree by the bush side, talking. My friend, the way I saw them, I know that both of them are falling in love. We need to stop them.
This girl, Uju, the daughter of late Okeze, from the lineage of late Igwe Obiozo.
Yes.
If I may ask, what is wrong if my son marries from their family?
Yeah, are you the one talking? A lot. Let us not argue about that one now. We'll talk about that one later. Just talk to your son to stop whatever he is doing with that girl.
It's okay, Abadi. I will send for my son. He will be in a position to tell me what is exactly going on.
What if he said he wants to marry the girl?
Let us wait for that time. Let us wait. Continue your drink, my friend. How are you? Ibekwe.
Obinna, please, I want you to see reasons for me. I know it's not in my place to ask you to marry me because I'm a woman and also a princess. But I also want you to know that I have seen men. I have seen wealthy men. But it's you I want. You are my kind of man. You possess the qualities I want. I know you have a problem with my father. But I can assure you that I will take care of it.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
If I decide to marry you, if I decide to make you my wife, how do I face your father? Listen, you know my father is just a farmer, a common farmer. And I'm from a very poor background. I run a chemist shop. If your father locks me up tomorrow, if he gets me arrested and locks me up tomorrow, who's going to bail me? Who's going to bring me out? I don't want trouble, please.
Obina, can you just be a man? Stop talking like a woman and go for what belongs to you.
Huh? Who?
I am a princess.
Belongs to who? Ha! I'll think about it.
Obina, I love you so much. So much.
I have a patient waiting for me in the shop. I have to go now.
But why?
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. He is so shy.
My son, tell me the truth. What relationship do you have with Tuju?
Papa, Uju is my friend. And we are very close. But I don't have any sexual relationship with her. She's a very good girl. But she has a personal problem. She's from a very poor background. And sometimes they hardly feed. Papa, there was a time her mother fell sick. And they couldn't raise money to treat her. I was forced to treat her mother free of charge. Papa, as we speak, I am the one paying for her education. I am just trying to help her and her family the little way I can.
Are you sure of what you are telling me?
Papa, I have never lied to you before and I can't start now. But Papa, how did you know about Uju?
I don't really know her. But I have a very close friend in that community.
Papa, is your friend ETIKO?
Yes.
I thought as much. He saw us a few days ago discussing. Papa, so men also gossip.
Well, according to what you told me, helping Uju out in her education is a good thing. Because God can use anybody from anywhere to help anyone.
But I must warn you, you must never ever have any sexual activity.
Papa, why?
Because the day you do it, both of you will die instantly.
Papa, why are you scaring me? Why all these warnings? But why can't I marry her? Is she not a woman? Or is it because she's from a poor background?
The Umagu community and the Obiozers, her family, have a bond never to marry each other.
Papa, what happens if I marry her?
I've told you.
But, Papa, why?
I will explain to you later.
Okay, Papa, how about the Igwe's daughter? Since you said Uju is a no-go area, what happens if I marry the Igwe's daughter?
As for marrying the Igwe's daughter, I'll think about it. I'll give you my answer tomorrow.
I am so excited. I never knew you and I would be together today. You know you're very stubborn. But finally you are mine. You are mine. I love you, baby.
I wanted to ask you a question.
Okay?
Tell me, why do you love me? What have you seen in me? I am not in your class. I'm not royalty like you.
Okay. I love you because you're handsome and for the fact that you saved my life. It means a whole lot to me. I would have died on that night if not for you. So, I think I owe you a lot. I think I owe you my life. Thank you so much.
What about your father, your parents? They don't like me. What are you going to do about that?
My parents, they've built their home. They should allow me to build mine. As for my father, don't worry. I will handle him.
Because you're a very stubborn girl.
You too, you are. I know what I went through just for you to accept me. Yes.
Uju, what are you doing here? How did you know where to find me?
Chinedu, you told me you were here, so I decided to come look for you. I didn't know you were with the princess. But it's okay, I'll go.
No, wait, no, don't go.
What sort of embarrassment is
She's angry. Go after her. I don't want to cause issues between you both.
Don't worry, just let her.
Obina, go after her.
Let her be. Leave her alone.
Excellency. Yes, let me use this opportunity to thank you for all you've been doing. You will hear from me, Excellency. Concerning that contract, yes. I mean that 11-kilometer road. You know, Your Excellency, the place is swampy. Yes. So it will need many trips of sand to fill it up before the work starts. Yeah. So please, I'm pleading that you look into the review of the contract I sent to you. Oh. You've done that. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Ada?
Thank you. I'll come to the government house next week.
Why is the princess in that mood? That she can pass without breathing her parents?
My queen, Obina got her angry.
Obina, the chemist boy?
How? My queen, Obina and the princess were seated somewhere discussing happily when that village girl Uju walked in. Immediately Obina saw her like this, he abandoned her for Uju. The princess got angry and walked away.
Wait, let me get this. You mean the chemist boy humiliated my daughter in the public because of some girl?
Yes, my queen.
Is he mad? But why would the princess stoop so low to sit with him in the public? Your Majesty, can you imagine?
I think I'll put a stop to all this nonsense.
She was born a weapon to a boy of
Ananya, why are you still awake by this time of the night? Eh? Let's go inside. It's midnight already.
Mama, I am worried.
Worried? About what?
Mama, it's about Obina.
Why are you worried? You heard him this afternoon saying that he loves you so much.
That's the problem. That is the problem, Mama.
How? Don't you love him too? Talk to me now.
Mama.
And
I think I like him more. But the problem is, I don't have, I don't feel the connection is like a...
Don't worry. I know what you're about to say. It's because you have never had anything with any man. That is how it used to do. So don't worry. Gradually, you will get used to it. The same thing happened to me when your father wanted to marry me. So, don't worry, my dear. Nemo.
Mama.
Don't worry.
Mama, are you sure?
I am sure. I am sure. Don't worry. Is that why you don't want to come and sleep?
Your Majesty, please. Your daughter and I love each other. If you give me the chance, I
shut up your mouth. The first time you came here, you remember I asked you what you have with my daughter, and you told me that there is nothing serious, that it is just platonic relationship. And I believed you, not knowing that this idiot was having an affair with my daughter.
No. Your Majesty, the love developed eventually. The love started growing.
Now listen. Go to your house, go to your shop, pack everything in there, and leave this key. Yes. I will send my cats and they will go there, burn down everything.
everything and nothing.
No. Your Majesty, no. Your Majesty, listen. Please, I promise never to go close to your daughter again. Your Majesty, wait. Your Majesty, listen. Your Majesty, Your Highness. I'm not going to go close. Your Majesty, please leave! Your Highness, leave. Wait. Listen to me. Wait.
Father, I will talk to you. What's going on here? Mother, what's the meaning of this?
The meaning of this is that you will never go close to that idiot anymore.
No, Father. Father, you can't do this to me. No! Princess, come back here. Guard, lock that gate. Don't let her go out from this compound.
I am equally very confused myself. I spoke to my father on the phone and he asked me to come back home, that he has something better for me.
Obinna, my son. Obinna, what you're telling us is that you want to leave us and go back to your community.
Mama, that's the only option I have. If I don't do that, the Igwe will ask people to burn down my shop and my goods, and I don't want that to happen.
Hey.
Obinna.
Hey.
You want to leave me? Is that what you're saying? Did you want to leave me?
I don't want to leave you.
You want to leave me?
I just want to go and know. Let me find out why my father asked me to come back. I promise to come back for you. I promise.
In that case, let me go with you. I'll follow you.
No, you can't follow me now. You can't follow me now. I have to go and get a vehicle to help you carry my things. I'll come back for you, don't worry. Please.
I don't want you to go.
I know, but I have to go. I have to go. It's okay. I'll come back. I'll come back.
Obinna.
I'll come back.
Obinna.
I'll come back.
Obinna, don't leave us.
Don't worry, I'll come back.
Don't leave us. If he will come, he will kill both of us.
Don't worry, nothing will happen.
Obinna, please don't go. Please. Don't go. Don't leave me. Please don't go.
Obinna, my son, what the Igwe said is true. You cannot marry the princess except you meet up with their standard. Yes, their class. You have to get to that class. You have to make a name for yourself first before you can do that. Do you have a name even now? No.
It's fine, Papa. I'll just ignore the princess and marry Uju.
Before you do that, you have to prepare your grave where they'll bury you so that when it happens, we can have a place to put you. I don't like repeating myself. I've told you so much about this, Uju. I don't like repeating myself.
But Papa, can't the bond between that community and her family be broken?
It can never be broken because it was completed for family. Yeah, Obinna. This was not why I called you, why I asked you to come. When you told me about the king's issue, what he said about you. Yes, you will marry the princess. But you have to make money first. I have already started making an arrangement for you to go to China. Yes. So that you go there, make money, come back, then they will know that Mmadụ Abiago.
Papa, I don't understand you. Papa, how do I raise money to travel abroad?
I, your father, will give you the money. Like I said, I'm already making arrangement with Mazi Igwemba's son. That one that is in China. He's even here now in our community. Both of us will go and see him so that we'll discuss how to get your, what do you call them, travel documents, visa, all those things. Okay?
Papa, I have known you all my life. And I know you're not an alcoholic. But you're beginning to sound like one. Because I don't understand, Papa. You want me to travel? How? How do I travel? I've never traveled before. Where do I raise money from? Papa, listen. I'll advise we keep this traveling thing aside. Let's push it aside. Because I know you're joking. I know you're not serious. Papa, please. Let's focus on getting another shop for me. So I can continue with my chemist business in this village.
You have to go and meet Nkechi, your younger sister. Huh? Let her give you some food so that you eat. You know you are just coming. So that afterwards we can go on to go and see Johnson Mazi Gwemba's son.
Nkechi! Nkechi!
Yes, Papa. Papa, I'm here.
Nkechi, please go and get your brother some food. Huh? I want him to eat now because we're going somewhere. Okay, please.
Okay,
hurry
Papa.
up and.
Papa, are you truly serious about this?
Hey, Obinna, do what I have asked you to do. One more thing. I want you to go to your Oga. Tell him to please come and buy your goods that are left in the shop. Even if it's by auction. So that at least you will hold that money, no matter how small it is. Are you hearing me?
Father, so you and Mom have succeeded in ruining my happiness.
What sort of stupid talk is that? How can I ruin my only daughter's happiness? It's not possible.
You have succeeded in driving Obina out of this village. Someone just told me that Obina has packed out of his shop in this village. Now you listen to me, Father. If I don't get married to Obina, I will never marry anyone else. I will remain single in this house until Obina gets married to me.
You are insane.
I'm a digital king. Yeko balilani, yeko melani, yeko.
What do I do now? How do I tell them this? No. I can't even. I can't tell them I'm leaving the country. I can't. I have to tell them something. Okay. I know what to say. What do I tell? Okay, I know what to say. Let me just... Hello? Uju? How are you? I'm sorry. I was going to come and see you, but something came up. I'm so sorry about that. Don't worry, I'll come and see you, okay? I'll come and see you. But there's a new development. I have to go to Lagos tomorrow. And something came up. Something very important came up. I have to go to Lagos to do something very important. But I'll come back next week. And once I come back, I'll come and see you. Okay, my regards to your mother. Please take care of yourself. Okay, bye. Hello? Hi, Princess. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I was trying to explain things to your father, but he asked the guards to throw me out. Yes. I can't do that now. Even if I give you the direction to this place, you won't find me because I'm traveling to Lagos tomorrow. Something really important came up. I have to go to Lagos. But I'm away for just 1 week. I'll be back after 1 week. I promise to come and see you once I come back. Yes, I'll come and see you. Alright. Please take care of yourself. Okay.
Where is that girl who has decided to snatch my Obinna away from me?
The princess.
My princess.
You're welcome.
My princess, I hope all is well.
How can all be well when your useless daughter has decided to snatch my Obinna away from me? Where is Obinna? Tell me. Where is Obinna? Where did you hide him? Where is he?
My princess. To be honest, I feel worse than you do. Obinna's father just left here.
Yes.
And he came to tell me that Obinna's traveled to China. Obinna is now based in China.
You mean Obinna traveled to China and never told me his wife to be? No, you are just a liar. Now for the last time. Where is Obinna? And where did you hide him?
And I just told you I don't know.
And Jesus! Such manner. Princess! Have you gone mad?
Hi! What just happened now? You slapped me?
And I would do it again if you don't shut your mouth.
Hey.
What is going on here? And why is everyone looking sad?
The princess just slapped your sister.
Sorry?
Hey.
Uju, what happened? She slapped you?
Rita, she just walked in here and started asking me why is Obinna, why did I hide him? And I told her that Obinna is driven. The next day she slapped me. She slapped me, Rita.
What am I doing here?
Hey! Come back here. Did you just touch me? Did you slap my sister? Did you just touch I said, did you slap her? Are you mad?
My princess!
Are you stupid?
How dare you touch my princess?
And who is this? Are you crazy? Get it! Get out of here! Get out! I said, get out! Get out! Did you just slap me? Let's go. Let's go. She just slapped me! I will come back! I will come back! I will come back! Get out! You just slapped me! Silly girl! I'm coming back to you! You just stupid idiot! Look at them! Bastards!
My daughter, how is your mother?
She's fine. She went for Mother's meeting. But I've been asking you what I should offer you. What would you like to eat?
No, it's okay. I told you I'm okay. Eh? I came in respect of what you asked me earlier.
You know, thing is, we are now registering for WAEC.
Okay.
So, I don't know if I can maybe get the registration fee from you.
Oh, is that why you are doing all this? I'll provide the money for you.
Hey, Papa, thank you.
Yeah, you also talked about your uniform. You said it's getting old, something like that.
Papa, don't worry. I'll manage that one.
You will what? Manage? How do I explain to my son that I allowed you to manage something when he comes to no, I will not. You will get your uniform.
Thank you so much.
And so, let me put it here. Come. This is the sum of 30,000 naira. Hey. At least this one will cover your WAEC registration, buy some books, and then that particular uniform you are talking about. You know?
Thank you, Papa. Yeah, thank you so much. God bless you.
It's okay, my dear. So please, we have to keep going now. I have to get going.
Okay.
Greet your mother for me.
I will.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Let me work you out.
It's alright.
Thousands, millions, more than each other. Thousands, millions, more than each other.
Where is this girl? Rita!
Papa! Why are you shouting my name like this? Ogini?
And what sort of question is that? Are you not my daughter?
Yeah.
Daughter have that to call my daughter's name again.
Papa, you know what I'm asking you. We have both not been talking and you know it. So why are you calling me? Because you and I know that I am not a part of your evil plans. I'm not evil and I will not support you. So why are you calling me? Go straight to the point.
So, Rita, is it me, your father, you are talking to like that? Eh? Is it me, your father, you are talking to like that? Anyway, I don't have your time this afternoon. Take this 1,000 naira. Hey, go to the market, buy small okra and vegetable. Use it to prepare soup for your brother so that he will eat and take his drug. Are you hearing me? I'm going for a meeting. When I come back, I will go to Obala's place and collect the medicine he's preparing for him.
Papa, don't worry, I'll just try my best. I'll try and just make this happen. It's not like I'm anybody's cook, because if I don't do it at the same you say, I'm disobeying you. That's the only reason I'm going to do it. Here.
But when we go to the market and buy what I asked you to buy?
Papa!
As a clean spot and change this nonsense, this spelling. Is it not your brother? You say, Papa?
Papa, where is your son? Are you not his father?
Okay, for that I will bath him and clean him. While you are here, do what I ask you. I'm up with him.
I'm not a nanny. You better get well soon. You better get well soon. I was a kiss and
Nekwana onyalolane Jacob watoku Gobu fonna dibe Yandia fibulu kedulu abaloge Bo Onyalolane Jacob wakwoso Gobu zema dibe Yandia fibulu kedulu abaloge Thousands, one on
Because of you, Igoma and her daughter are walking around the whole village healthy. The folk are prepared for them. You foolishly went and collected it. Now, you see your life. You see your life. You see your life. All the money I reserve for something important. I have used all of it to treat you. Yes, nothing. I am tired and I can't continue. I can't continue like this. You have to go back to wherever you came from. Check another movie.
Nekwana onyalolane Jacob watoku Gobu fonna dibe Yandia fibulu kedulu abaloge Bo Onyalolane Jacob wakwoso Gobu zema dibe Yandia fibulu kedulu abaloge Opa makego Thousands, one on a Millions, millions, broken in each other. Thousands, thousands, one dollar, millions, millions, broken in each other.
It is finished. Bible kuye. Jesus kuye mbakbo de nobe. It is finished. Gaga. Rest in peace.
My son. And what is that your name again?
Paulson.
Ebia. Paulson. I've heard what you said about my daughter, Obianuju. It is good that a man saw the woman he likes and came straight to ask for her hand in marriage. Yes. But in Igbo land, a woman does not give her daughter's hand in marriage. So, in that case, I will inform her kinsman. Meanwhile, I will call my daughter to ask her if she's aware of your coming.
That is about it. I can really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my dear. You're welcome. Ujuwa. Obian Uju. Nembiao. Kekwania. My daughter, greet our visitor.
Welcome, sir.
Yes, sweetie. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
My daughter, he said his name is, what is that your name again?
Paulson.
Paulson. He said that he saw you a few days ago and he decided to come and ask for your hand in marriage. I cannot say yes to him or no. Here you are. So, what do you have to say?
Paulson, right?
Yes.
Paulson.
Was that why you stopped me a few days back to ask me useless questions? If I had known that was why you stopped me in the first place, I would have answered you. Anyway, let me save us the stress. I am not interested. Feel free to feed your eyes on other girls in this community. There are lots of pretty of them. Choose anyone, because as for me, I'm not available. I belong to someone else. Mommy Baroya.
Oh, come on, sweetie. Come on.
No,
come
sweetie.
on, please. You are the only one I want. I need you. Come rain, come sun.
Yeah.
Please.
There is sun already and the weather is hot. You are still wearing your kaftan.
Oh, come on.
Okwa saw it, Chaff.
When you are done, I never
fail. I mean, Mama, talk to your daughter, man. She can't be doing this to me.
My son, calm down. No. Calm down.
Please,
you don't expect
talk
her
to
to say yes immediately.
She's the only one I want.
I will.
Come rain, come sun.
Okay, I will.
Okay. I'll come back another day.
Oh, don't worry.
Ah, okay. Oh. One bye bye on na. Ah. Oh, again. How is that your business? When we hear Basarage, side or compound again.
He even gave you a drink.
He gave me water drink.
Let me see.
Oduma. Have you seen it?
Iwama, Uju. Like I was saying, Nduko here is a very nice man. And I assure you, if he marries you, he will take good care of you. Oh, yes. He will take good care of you. Even if you go to and quick go there. I don't know if you have anything to say, so that you can go in and pack her things to follow you.
Ochuba, my great friend, you've said it all. But the only thing I have is promise. I am promising to take good care of Uju here. If she wants to go to university to further her education, I will foot the bill. I will sponsor her. Yes. Even to doctorate degree level. I will also want to beg if her mother, who am I here, will accompany her to my house. So that when she take in and deliver, she will take care of her and the newborn baby. Omungo Ebido from there. After that, she will come back.
You don't need to tell me because I know what you can do. You are a good man. Makanam, Asana, Ugebe, Ugona, you gave Labros. Yini Kuramaka, Manakan Jovonka, Isin, I go my guess, Macanania Dogma, to be Toba Nana Wayne. Macana Dogma. You can go in now and pack your things. Your husband is ready. He is waiting. Sure, he can take you home. Again.
Don't worry. Allow me. It is my case.
She's the one she came to marry, not you. No.
It's very clear that you both are very heartless and wicked. Yeah. Uncle, what do you take me for? Hey! Suffered. You have suffered. Even my rats, they will bring rats for you to buy. Exactly. Even cockroach. No jokes. No jokes. There's no difference between you and I know what you're meaning more here. Just look at yourself. How many wives do you have now? How many wives do you have? 2. And you want to make me your third. Your first daughter is far older than me. Yet, you are still saying you want to marry. Let me even ask you. Is it not the smelling that has not been able to afford betting soap? Now, what in is you shop now? No, because obviously, when he walked in, everywhere was who's in. Everybody in this community knows in a shoe. No good bathing soap, no toothbrush. Or is it when you open your mouth? Oh, Saba. Chew! Lucia, a young, vibrant lady that has a promising future. Come to think of it, how do you intend to train me in the university? Question. Because none of these your children now quarrel everywhere in the community is a graduate. Not even one. And it's not as if they don't want to go to school. Joy. Of course. I know some of them like they like anything else to do with education. None of them finished secondary school because I could remember that back then they used to send them out of school because of school fees. What a shame.
But their own is different.
Yes, it's not done.
It's different.
What you've done to them is saying, you shut up. Shut up, you foolish old man. You have lost every single respect I have for you. Now, before I open my eyes, and this wizard that calls himself my uncle, especially you, I want you to take your smelly self out of this house. Because if I go in there and come out, uncle, you will not believe it is the same Ujunwa that you know I came out. Because it is the same blood that is flowing through your vein that is also flowing through my vein.
You are talking to your husband.
Get out of this house now.
You are talking to your husband.
You will not like me.
You are talking to your husband. Check me. What you got?
Shame! Shame! Shame on you, old man. Mr. Body Odor, you are seated. You should be ashamed of yourself. So you want to marry a child as young as your grandchild? Foolish idiot! What are you still waiting for? She said you should leave. She said you should leave. Ungwan, start leaving. Oh, you don't understand English, right? Oh yeah!
Ungwan, that I'm a good man.
Mr. Body Odor. Obiarije. Now. Oh yeah! Out! Nagasike! Get out! I said leave, foolish, old, dirty, stinking man! Look at you! Your breath stinks!
Rita.
Foolish fool!
Rita,
As for you, your day of reckoning is coming.
Rita.
Papa, your day of reckoning is coming.
She was born a weputua, a boy of Yanuju, a potasua, Woody Roger, Wapiarua, put on your jaw, even get you one way, what be at your jaw. On your game,
What? Joseph, you mean that fool that calls himself Igwe opened his mouth to say that rubbish? That Uju should marry Ichieluwe that has 2 wives, even whose third daughter is older than Uju. This is madness. I think I have to go and sit down now.
No. There's no need for that. I have already told you what to do. I told her.
What? Joseph, you mean you supported that man that Uju should marry to Uchie in the way?
No. How can I do that? What I want you to know is that I told you to watch when she enters that house. When she gets there, I've told her.
I hope you did not tell her to poison him.
Can I do something? Why you?
Okay, if you say so. No problem.
It's okay, I have to.
You are rushing now.
Yes, because there is fire on the mountain. This time when I come, I will drink per night. But in car. There is fire on the mountain. You just matter. It's a case.
No problem.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. What happened? Go inside. Go inside. Leave you. What is it? What is it? You must give it to me. I paid for it. What did you pay for? What did you pay for? Please. You want it? Yeah, no, which one? Which one? Open this, open which door? Open this door. Old man, open which door? Old man. You must leave me alone. You must leave me alone. In at your fresh blood. Yes. I will.
You heard what Ichie said? That since Ichie and you were married, you've been refusing him access to his conjugal right. Is it true? Am I not talking to someone? Anybody? Your Majesty, you shut up, but I'm not talking to you. Now listen, answer my question immediately.
Your Majesty, please just save yourself the stress. You see this girl? Even if you ask her this question from now till next tomorrow, she's not ready to talk. Because she knows what she's doing. Your Majesty, just tell her what she's supposed to do.
Listen. Do you know this man married you? In a legal way. Oh yes. He has done everything our customs and tradition demand of him. For you to continue to refuse him of his conjugal right is an act of wickedness.
Why? Your Majesty, man, obro conjugal. Here have wickedness. Wickedness.
Now I give you 2 months. 2 months to get pregnant for him. Yes, I will send my news to you. They will tie you on his bed and allow him to have what belongs to him. What nonsense is this?
I will even provide the rope you will use in tying her.
If you see how I suffered in the hands of this girl, Igwe.
Don't worry, we'll do your one or another. You hear your one or the last. Do your one or
Papa, I am tired. I am tired. Igwe said if I don't allow him to touch me, then he will send some youths to tie me up in the room. And you know what that means, Papa. You know what that means. That means he will force himself on me.
That cannot happen. Don't you ever allow him to come near you, not to talk of touching you. Don't worry, this whole thing will soon end. Yes, very soon it will end. See, if he tries to force you, do anything that you can to him and run to my house. Let me see if he will follow you to my house. Are you hearing me? Then I will tell him,
Papa, you don't understand. You don't understand. What if I do exactly what she said? And then decide trying to ban my mother and I from the community. What are we going to do?
He dare not. I repeat, he dare not. Just do what I asked you to do and leave the rest to me. Leave the rest to me. Wherever you are now, please, I want you to go back to his house. Go back. Okay? Don't stay out. Don't stay outside in the night. Go back. Leave the rest to me.
My friend, I'm scared. I'm afraid, Papa. Papa, let me call you later. Bye-bye.
Ochuba! Hey! Hey! Okay, sir. What are we here? Go. You are dead. You're supposed to be in the land of spirit. You are dead. Darkness and light has nothing in common. Go.
Go to Chief Omenife. Get that throne and give it back to my son Omekannaya.
Your son? Now your son died long time ago. And besides, Chief Omenife is now the king and nobody can take it away from him. Hey.
I repeat myself. Go to Chief Omenife. Get that throne and give it back to my son. I would not warn you again.
Ochuba, this one you visited me this night. I hope all is well.
Your Majesty, there is trouble. There is serious trouble. Okay, this ghost appeared to me. He appeared to me today. Today is the second time the ghost appeared to me and beat me mercilessly. All my backs now, wound everywhere.
Okezie's ghost. How do you mean? You still believe in this infantile thing? Okezie's ghost.
Your Majesty, it's like you are not understanding what I'm saying. Okezie's ghost appeared to me, warning me to go and bring back that throne and give to his son, Omekannaya.
Odemba, which throne are we talking about? I want to...
Your Majesty, the throne I sold to you. That throne you are sitting on. We have to do something before it is too late. Before it affects everybody. Like you rightly said, Omekannaya died many years ago. That is why I want us to rub minds together and see how we can solve this problem. I don't know what to do.
Ochuba, you need help. No, you are sick. You need to go to hospital, herbal home, or to any of these spiritual churches for them to attend to you before it affects your brain.
Your Majesty, like you don't understand what I'm saying. This is not a matter of being sick or being affecting the brain or whatever. Let's look for a solution so that this thing doesn't affect everybody.
That shows you are truly mad. Now get out of my palace. Huh? I said get out of my palace.
I should get out of your palace? When there's fire on the mountain, you're asking me out of the palace?
Do you want me to call the guards to throw you out?
No problem, no need for that. I will go. But when the time comes, it will affect everybody. I will go.
Nonsense.
Are you enjoying it?
You said you have something to tell me.
Yes, Papa. I know it's been long I saw my mom last.
Yes?
I want to go and see her.
Hi. When do you intend going?
Today, and I'll be back a day after tomorrow.
The day after tomorrow? That will be too long, bro. Why not go tomorrow and come back immediately? Because you know you are the one taking care of me here, helping me to do things. If you stay too long, things may be difficult for me.
Okay, Papa. Alright, I'll go tomorrow and come back the day after to make that will make you happy.
I was even thinking you will say you will come back even that same tomorrow. Huh? Hey!
Papa, how are you?
Hey! Hey! I knew that you will make it.
Papa, I knew you were going to say that.
Yes! Look at you.
Papa, how are you?
I am good, I am good. Who owns these cars?
Papa, that's my car and I got that truck for you.
Hey! You even bought a truck for me because of the roads.
Yes.
And possibly...
That's your driver. I brought him along as well.
Yes.
Yes.
He's my driver.
Yes.
And he's even shaking my hands
He's
already.
trying to be nice. How are you?
Hey!
I'm fine.
Papa, how's everyone?
All is well. Everybody is good.
How's your friend?
ETIKO.
Everyone is fine?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. Kindly get those things from the trunk. Nick, assistant, get those things out of the car.
I am happy to see you. And I am very, very proud of you myself.
Thank you, Papa. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Good. But now that you are back, it is time we put things in order.
Absolutely, Papa.
Yes.
Now that I am back, I intend to get married to the princess so I can take her to China with me after I'm done with what I'm here for. Then I'll make sure I sort out to Drew and the family and I'm sure they are happy for everyone.
My son, you will not marry the princess.
Papa, why? I thought we had an agreement before I went to China.
Yes. We discussed it and had an agreement. Now, it will no longer work.
Papa, can I marry Uju since you said the princess is not going to work?
Son, before you think of marrying anyone, let us go and save Uju first.
Save Uju from what?
After you left, years after, her uncle, ETIKO, connived with you and married her out to manage in Dubai as a third wife. I went and confronted the evil, but he warned me never to interfere in anything that has to do with his community. But while these things were going on, I planned that she must not allow that man to touch her. She did. Ever since, this girl has been going through hell in that man's house. We need to do something. We need to save that girl. First, we have to.
Papa, she must have been going through a lot.
A lot.
Papa, do you know that man's house?
Yes, I know his house.
Obinna, my son. So this is you. Obodo Igbo nke amaka gị. Obodo Igbo nke a pịachasịa nwa m ịdịbụ n'ọcha. Ịchakwuru ka ha nwa. Hey, thank God. So what you are telling me now is that my daughter
is free from this bondage called marriage.
Yes.
Exactly. Oh.
She's free.
Again, thank you.
And I'll make sure that old fool never comes to this world. As we speak, he's as good as dead.
Mama, I told you, didn't I? I told you. I told you not to worry. That man cannot even come this close to touching her. Now you see, everything worked out well. Everything planned.
You said it. God, I thank you. God, I thank you. I am very, very happy. What would I have said? Only come gakoro. Obim, thank you. Thank you so much. Adam.
I think this is the right time to end all this saga.
Joseph, I think you are correct. Yes, you are very correct. Makama, Ugo, Ebelugo, and Babu. And I got Babu here.
Papa, yes. Are you planning something I don't know about?
My son, don't worry yourself. When the time comes, you will know.
I shouldn't worry.
Yes.
Okay, I'm waiting for that time.
Just relax yourself.
Hey, Obinna. Thank God.
What's going on here? Why are you people clustering around my palace? Who invited you?
Oh, Chief Omeni, if I did.
Ibekwe.
Omeni.
You did?
Yes.
Why? Because I can't remember asking you to invite anyone in my palace.
Well, the situation now does not require me to take permission from you. Because today brings the end of your reign in Omo Aloma Kingdom.
Do you realize you are talking to Igbo Menife, Ezu Dene, in such a disrespectful manner?
Chief Omenife, not anymore. Go and sit down inside. Or you go and stand with your father here. What we are here for is more important than what you are doing now.
I'm so sorry, no. I'm so excited.
Ibekwe, if you don't mind, tell them why you invited them, or you simply walk out of my palace, all of you.
Calm down, calm down. I will talk to my people. They are my people. Just calm down.
I go. Please don't kill me. 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 Don't kill me.
Papa.
Ochoba, this is just the beginning of your pains and sorrow.
What is going on?
And it will be good for you to tell the people what you have done. Why the spirit, the ghost of late Prince Okezie has been pursuing you around everywhere you go.
Prince Okezie. What I'm saying is that if Pepper will listen to me and that's it. You don't have 17 million naira to pay him back. And you cannot tax the people of Omo Aloma Kingdom to contribute this money to pay to Omenito because they don't have it. Let us say this to him so that he will become the Igwe of Omo Aloma Kingdom. And he will also give us 30 million naira on top. And forget the 17 million naira he spent on our late Igwe's burial.
Uncle Ochoba, can you listen to yourself? No, can you listen to yourself? You want me to set the throne of Umaloma Kingdom just because Shomenife promised you 30 million naira. And also told you to forget the 17 million naira he spent in my father's burial. Did we beg him to give us that money? Or when he was bringing that money, did he tell us that we are going to pay him back? You want me to set this throne and bring calamity to this kingdom? My great-grandfather did not sell it. My father did not sell it. Now it's my turn to become the Igwe, and you want me to sell it. Instead of me to do that, I will sell all the land in my possession and pay him back his money. And that's final.
Hey, Mama, you want to sell off all? Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I'm not going to go there. Hey.
In fact,
you don't want to listen. It's all right.
No problem. Uncle Ojoba, I am done discussing this nonsense. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Please, let me be.
Setting social is over.
Ibonya kazuo Abuziki sene Betrayal Okwose masa Abuziki sene
30 million naira. 30 million naira. So, this useless boy, please, okay, say, want to spoil our business. He wants us to lose the 30 million naira. Chief Omenife promised to give us if we give him the throne. Simply because he wants to become the Igwe. Bien, can't you go? And I'm back at you here. How can he become the way he has nothing? So that tomorrow, if he dies, he will become another problem to this community. Mba, aga m ihe mere.
Ibonya kazuo Abuziki sene
That little boy, please, okay, is stubborn. He refused to comply. Please, I don't want to lose this money. 30 million naira is not 30 naira. Don't want to lose it.
Is that why you are bothered? You know what to do. Lure him to sleep. The type of sleep he will never wake up again. You know what I mean?
Perfectly. I have to be on my way.
I will be waiting. Pachoba.
Over there. Praise. Praise over there.
This one that you are happy, what is going on?
I am happy because the Lord has done it again.
I don't understand. The Lord has done what?
Hey. Chief Omenife sent for me today. So I went to his house. When I got there, he told me that what he said about us paying him back the money he spent on our late Igwe's burial was just a joke. That he just said that to pull our legs.
Are you sure?
I thought he was joking until he asked his wife to serve us drink. So when the wife brought the drink, that was when I know that he was serious. See, tomorrow we will go there so that you two will thank him
immediately. In fact, I am happy.
Hey! That is why I bought this drink on my way coming back.
That's drinking me.
Okay. Let's like I'm Hey, no, you really were there. You quite got it. Hey!
Everywhere is bright.
Nah, Papa no one here. So, well.
Oh, I'm very, very happy.
That's it, Usubana. Okay.
This palm wine is very sweet.
If you want more, tomorrow. If you want more, tomorrow I will buy it in quarter. Okay, the prince. Remember tomorrow we'll go to Medife. Okay. This is the mentality. As soon as the job is done, raise your balance. Make sure you don't slaughter that boy into pieces. Because if that boy is allowed to open clothes, he will ask of his father's clothes. And that will cause problem to him and the community. Just do the job paying it. Okay. I want to get the good news with you at this time tomorrow.
No problem. I am on board as a professional. So I'll make sure the news is carried out.
I want you people to slaughter him in such a way that if anybody sees, person will think that he's a chicken.
Yes, I'll slaughter him.
No. How can you bring this in my house? Slaughter him and dump him in that bush. Possibly you dig ground and bury the nonsense.
I'll bury him in your farm. You know, that your farmland there. I'll
this your
no one.
Need job.
Oh, you killed my husband. And you also killed my son, Ameka there. I will punish you.
And the men so supposed to kidnap his son Ameka and kill him. I know you don't think you don't.
Papa! Now tell them what happened to my brother Polycarp. What happened to Polycarp, your son? What happened to my brother? What did you do to him? I said, what happened to Polycarp?
Polycarp. I killed him. I killed Polycarp. I strangled him to death because I have no money to buy medicine to treat him.
In absence of all this drama, can all of you get out of my family?
For many people, we are not done yet. My people of Umualoma Kingdom, I have a story to tell.
Please tell us. Tell us.
My story is that Prince Okeze's son, Prince Omekanaya, is not dead. He is still alive.
Huh?
Yes.
Betrayer. Nekwana onyalolane Jacob watoku Obuzo NNEBE ndi afimulo kedulu abaloge Bo onyalolane Jacob wabozo Obuzo NNEBE ndi afimulo kedulu abaloge Thousands
What happened? Talk to me.
Ichi, can you imagine? Can you imagine Ochoba? He paid me to go and kidnap late Prince Okeze's son, that little boy, and kill him.
I don't understand. You mean Ochoba paid you to kill that little boy of 2 years?
He gave me some money, I'm telling you, Ichi. He has given me some money to go and kidnap and kill him. That is why I'm here, Isobo.
Are you sure?
Ichi, how will I be lying with this kind of thing, Ichi? I can't lie to you with this kind of thing now.
So, what do you think?
Ichie, you're asking me. You know I cannot do this. Knowing that this small boy is our future king too.
Good. You're a good boy. Okay, come, let me tell you what you will do.
I should come.
Come. Bia, come, let me tell you what you will do. Come.
Sure.
Yeah. What is keeping these boys now? Let it not be that they have deceived me. No, they can't do that. Because I have already known the plans. They can't.
Yes.
That's the keeping boys now.
That's not easy. It's very difficult. But we're here alone.
Listen. I bought this boat in exchange of this boy's life. Of course, you know what. Yes. Like I said, just do what I ask you to do. Huh? So for my friend, we have discussed this before. My coming from Umaloma community to Umuago is to bring this boy far so that no one will ever dream that this boy is alive. Please, my good friend, take good care of him. When the time comes, I will come for him. Secondly, no one should let him know he is not from Umuago community. Also tell your wife, you know women and their basket mouth.
It's okay, my friend. If I don't do what you're asking me to do for you, who will I do it for?
Thank you so much. I think I have to be on my way.
It's okay, it's okay.
But meanwhile, I will be sending you money to take care of you.
No. What are friends for again? Leave that one. Don't bother yourself.
It's okay. What is his name? What is his name? Obinna. Obinna. I think I have to be on my way. Please, my good friend, don't forget all that we have discussed.
What?
Yes.
Hi! Chief! If my son is alive, where is he?
Where is he?
Where is he?
Come on!
My son, please come.
You said what?
Come.
I should come.
Just come. Yes.
Oh no, my people of Umualoma Kingdom, here comes Omekanaya, late Prince Okeze's son.
What?
Iche.
This is your son.
What? My friend, don't say that. What do you mean?
Calm down, my son.
What are you talking about? What?
Hey! Come. Here is your son.
Iche, please tell me the truth.
No, you have gone crazy. No, my son. You are the king to be in Umualoma Kingdom.
That is impossible.
Obina!
Iche, that is impossible!
Oh my God.
Uju here is your blood sister.
Come on, don't tell me that!
Hey!
The same father, the same mother.
Yeah.
Uju?
Iche, please tell us the truth.
This is Omekanaya, your elder brother.
Hey!
The same father, the same mother.
Iche,
oh no.
Did you say Obinna here is Prince Omekanaya?
Yes.
The son of Okezie. Bam. I hope you are done with this drama. You get out of my palace now, all of you. If you are done with all this nonsense, get out of my palace. Hey! Hey!
Oh my God. Wonders they say shall never end. So my son is still alive. Not only that he's still alive, I've been eating, sitting, drinking with him without knowing that he is my son. Hey! God, I thank you. God, I thank you. Ochuba. Chai. Ochuba is an evil man. So, Ochuba actually killed my husband and pretended that he knew nothing about his death. Ochuba will never see a good thing in his life. Amen. He will suffer. Amen. Oh, my elders. God bless you. God bless you. My children. How? Hey! Mama, this is like a dream to me. No. I'm still finding out to believe that Obinna here is my biological brother. Same mother, same father. As in same blood. Try. It's a lie. Oh goodness. Hey! You don't understand. You don't understand how I feel. I know. I feel like I'm on top of the whole world right now.
See, my sister, you can only imagine how I feel myself. From the depth of my soul, I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Not only is he alive, but he's going to be the next king of this kingdom. You know what that means? It simply means that the throne is back into our family.
Yes! Not just that. We are also going to be the latest princesses. I know Mengana.
Princess.
Ngana.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Wow.
Papa, I am royalty. Me, Obinna. I am from a royal home. And that bastard sits on my throne, yet had the effrontery, the guts to insult me and call me names. He said I am a son of a nobody, that I do not have a surname. I deal with him. With the help of my ancestors.
Yes.
I'll crush him.
Bam.
He has touched the tiger's tail.
Adonai.
The king's tail.
I have free fare.
And Papa, speaking about blood and water, blood is actually thicker than water.
Yes, my son. Yes.
Papa, remember I told you I had no sexual feelings for Uju. But I really loved her.
But I told you the same thing now.
My daughter told me the same thing. Oh. Hey! God actually brought me to this family
to take care of my blood. Yes. My sister, my mother.
And thank God, we are all aware of who we are now. But there's still a problem. Yes. Prince Obinna, how do we handle the issue of recovering or getting back the throne from Omenife? Because the Omenife I know will not release that throne.
Uncle, as I speak with you, Omenife is not a problem. Because I'm going to crush him. I'll handle that. Not a problem. Yes.
Agunaya.
I know what you are capable of doing. But the main issue here is the royal stone. Because without that royal stone, the throne is not complete.
But Uncle, what do you mean royal stone? I thought the Ofo is the most important thing here. Why are you talking about royal stone?
Yes, my prince. The Ofo and the royal stone goes together. Because when you are holding the Ofo, after prayers, my prince, you must hit the Ofo on the royal stone for your prayers to be answered. Yes. And as it is now, the Ofo is with the chief priest waiting for you. Yes. But Omenife is with the royal stone. And we must recover that royal stone before you be crowned Igwe of Umualoma Kingdom.
He must release it.
Must. Uncle, like I said before, Omenife will never be a problem. Because I have decided to crush him.
Yes.
However, I would like to seize this opportunity to say thank you to every one of you.
Thank you.
Uncle, thank you so much for saving my life. Papa, thank you for all you have done for me.
Thank you so much.
I really do appreciate it. I know I have come up, with something special to say thank you. But let me start by saying thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, my son. You give me back life.
Thank you. Your father, Prince Okezie, is dead, but he is alive today. He is alive in you. Yes.
Thank you, Papa. You're indeed a good father.
Destiny can be delayed, but not denied.
His Majesty will be with you soon. What did you say? Young man, don't you ever address that man as His Majesty, because he's not. If you ask the right questions,
they will tell you the right one of the phone. I'll make myself clear.
Sorry, sir. Chief, remove this now.
Yes.
How do I owe this visit? Because I can't remember asking of you to visit my palace today.
Well, Chief Omeni, sorry about this. But the question you are asking, what we are here for is more important than the question you are dropping now.
Chief Omeni, meaning we are here to collect the royal stone that Ochoba authorized you to carry the time he sold the throne to you. Because we are about to grab our real Igbo.
Oh no. What's that your name? Ibekwe. And you, small boy. You don't know that what you are asking for is impossible. Well, of course, I don't eat stones, so the stone is always there. But that's when I'm done with my reign. You can come and collect the stone and do whatever you want to do with it. And in absence of any other thing, I think you can leave my palace now.
Chief, I called you. You see, I came in peace. Because I am a peaceful person. I also came so we can reason like men. Chief, we must do the needful to avoid any type of trouble. You see, Chief, I didn't come for war. But I promise you, if you do not cooperate with us, Chief, I'll give you war. I promise to give you war.
Let me advise you. Stop this your mind. Stop this your mind. And approach this trouble when it has not come.
What trouble, if I may ask? I don't think you know me too well. Now listen to me. Listen good. I am the mover unmoved. Yes, I have no procrastination in my life dictionary. Whatever will happen tomorrow, let it happen now or never. For nothing, I repeat, nothing under the sun will ever let me to abdicate my throne. Not even your ranting, not even your threat. Are you good? Now, leave my palace now. Get out of my palace now.
Omeri, you will see.
Nuisance.
I want to build a big palace on one of our lands because I'll be expecting a lot of people during my coronation. A lot of people. kings from other kingdoms and all of that. Yes. So I came to ask for your permission.
To ask for my permission?
Yes, Mama.
Here. I already give you. Go ahead. Eh? Go ahead.
Right.
Hey! Wait. You are confusing me here. Huh?
How?
My son Obinna, you mean you have money to build all these things you've just mentioned?
Well, Mama, that's really small. I actually have other plans. I also intend to build a hotel for guests.
Obinna!
Mama, it's okay.
Hotel?
No, for my guests. Yeah, I need to build a hotel for them.
As in your own?
Yes.
Yes. With your own money?
After the coronation, then we can now put it out for business.
Obinna, my son. Chineke, thanks, sir.
It's okay.
God, I thank you. Hey!
What are you doing here?
My prince, I have come to ask for your forgiveness. You know, I've never been in support of my father and how he maltreated you. I never knew my father is a murderer. Don't know killing your father, Prince. I loved you as a commoner. I still love you, and I will always love you. That's why I have come to beg you today, just as a commoner.
I have forgiven you. I forgive you. Okay? But taking you back, I don't know how possible that is. Because I don't want any loggerheads with your father.
No! I don't talk to my father anymore. I'm no more in good terms with my father.
My son, please, forgive her. You heard what she said. She's no longer in good terms with her father. I also remember she loved you when you were a commoner. Yes, because she came here when you traveled. She almost fought your sister. Accused her that she hid you, that she should provide you wherever you are. Please, forgive her. Please. Please, my son. Ona, Biko. Biko.
It's alright. Just get up.
What is going on here? What is she doing here?
My daughter, calm down. Calm down. Adania, calm down.
Auntie, please. Get out of this compound now. Get out!
Please calm down.
You have legs to walk into this compound. Huh? You heard her. Get out of this compound right now.
Did you know what this girl did to you?
I said that's enough.
No, please don't say that.
What did you know what she did?
Ma, please don't say that. Brother, you have no idea what this girl standing here did to me. Are you know when this girl slapped me?
Out! Please,
My it's okay.
Don't touch me.
That's enough.
Let her go!
Adania!
Okay. Auntie, stop this now!
I'm sorry!
Rita,
please stop this nonsense right now. My children.
I want you to sorry now. Are you really sorry?
I'm sorry.
issue is. But I don't like what you're doing. I don't like what you're doing. You're killing our vibes. So this has to leave.
Rita, that's enough. That's enough.
Ibonya kazu. Abuziki sena. Betrayal. Okwose nasa. Abuziki sena. Thousands, one on millions, Morgan, thousands, one on.
Look at the nonsense I put myself into. I killed my own brother's son, who's supposed to be the way, and sold the throne because of greed. You see my life? You see my life? Now the boy is back to take over the throne I killed his father because of. Yeah? I even killed my own son, Polycarp. Yeah? Will they ever forgive me wherever they are? Yeah? Hi! Look at the woman and her daughter. Tell me, how will I face them now the truth is out? Huh? Huh? Ochoba, Chobena, Choba, you have killed yourself. Look at, because of greed. Look at my life today. Hi. God, please, forgive me. Hey! Polycarp, what are you doing here? Hey, go. Polycarp, go. What are you? Hey!
Oh no. Elders in council. I said it. Chief Omenife will not come here today. I told you. However, if he finally fails to come, I'll have no choice but send some of the youths of this community to break into his home and bring forth the royal stone.
Don't worry, don't worry. We are still waiting.
Wise one. Omenife is not here yet. We are running out of time. What do we do?
My dear prince, keep your seat warm while I am communicating with the gods.
Your Majesty, what are you still doing here? People are waiting for you to come and claim what is yours. Go and sit on that throne so that the people of Aloma Kingdom will know that you are the king. They will witness it all.
Nonsense. Arrant nonsense. What am I doing with that old, ancient, moribund throne of 15th century when I have better, well-furnished, more royal, dignified seat in my house?
My husband, I know that you have a modern throne, comfortable one. But we are talking about the ancient throne of Umaloma Kingdom. If you can sit on that throne comfortably, people of this community will learn to respect you and accept you as their equal.
Mother, why are you wasting your time in this community? Of course, he won't go. Because he knows that he is not the king of the world.
Princess, you shut your mouth. Must you talk to your father like that?
No. Call me Tessie. Because I am no longer interested in this royal family of the people. This family is not the people.
Hey. Hey. You get out of my sight.
Majesty. You cannot. What is it? Your Majesty. Your Majesty. Father. What?
Go out and tell the Umalama kingdom that you're not the king.
I can't do that. It's not possible. I am still in my plan. No, no. What are you?
What is wrong with you?
Wise one, it is getting dark, and Chief Omenife is still not here.
Eye of the gods. What do we do now? Since Chief Omenife is not here, can Prince Omekane sit on the throne so that we continue to the village square to show the people the true king of Omaloma?
No. Do not be faster than your shadow. It is not yet time.
Hear him from. Why are they running to the palace? What is pursuing you?
My people. Chief Omenife.
Yes.
Go to the throne and take a seat.
You were Solomon Omenife. Yes, this is true. That belongs to me. I am the Ezudene. Ezudene, one of whom I love. This is my job. So I'm going to proceed and take what rightly belongs to me. Yes. So, my people, thank you. Yes. There is fire on this throne. I'm asking for who put this fire? Baba Kete, who put fire here? So it's all right, no fire, no problem. I'm going to see it. It's my turn. Hey, yes, sir. Yes. Come back here! Chief Omenife, come back and sit if you can. Fire!
I'm not going to my show. My dear Prince Somakanya, could you please walk to the throne? Sit! For our people to believe, for our people to be convinced that the gods are wise at all times.
This is true.
My good friend. My good friend.
Hey! The wise one. It is time for us to proceed to the village square. Let us go and present the legitimate king of Omo Aloma to the people. Wow. Let us go.
Yes, to the village square to present to the people the new king.
Okay. Let us move this.
Omenife, what is the meaning of this humiliation? Eh? That's what you did there. I warned you. I warned you about this kinship, but you wouldn't listen. Just look at the mess you've done. Eh? This is rubbish. This is total royal mess. I don't know what is wrong with you. What have you achieved? Just give me one thing. Show it to me. One thing you've achieved. Big thing. Nothing. Quest for power. See where it landed us. Just see where it has landed us. I'm ashamed of you. I'm just ashamed of you. I'm ashamed of this family. I am ashamed of me being called queen for once in this community. What's the problem? What is your problem? Why can't you listen to your wife for once? I warned you of anything. Am I not talking to somebody? Am I not?
Umaloma kwenu. Yeah. Cha. Umaloma kwenu. Yeah. Kwenu. Yeah. Wezonu. Yeah. Ibe.
Ibe. Ibe. Dieka na mazoka bezo. Yeah.
Life is a journey, everyone with his or her destiny, and I can know. But some people, extreme wicked, they got the money, and we're put to a she was born, and we're put to a boy of Yanuju. I put a show, Woody Roger. What you put on your jaw, you don't get me, you won't wear what behind your jaw. On your game, on your game, madam, will be Alele mukwawa, alele amawa ibramo, alele mukwawa. Life is a journey. Everyone with his or her destiny, and I can know. But some people, extreme wicked, they got the money,